Boom, February 1st, and today is the first day of our Reorigin 28-day challenge. So yesterday, a bunch of members and myself and Coach Katie, we all hopped on a call, and for an hour or so, we shared our strategies for one thing that we want to try consistently for 28 days. Second, our reason for doing this. What is the bigger implication or meaning? What impact is this going to have on us if we can do this for 28 days? And three, what is our strategy for doing this? Meaning, what resistance or roadblocks might we encounter, and what are we going to do when we encounter those challenges? Lastly, but also most importantly perhaps, the point came up that the idea is not to be perfect here. Sometimes, even if we have a good strategy or we have a good plan, we have our why, we're still gonna miss a day. We might fall down or forget, and that's just fine. We are here to pick each other back up and just keep going. So today I thought I would share a few of the ideas that came up in the meeting yesterday, just to summarize here and give you some thoughts for your own ideas if you are thinking of choosing one thing to try consistently every day for 28 days. The key and sort of theme that came up was keeping it really simple. Keep it really simple and attainable. So some examples of suggestions or ideas that people came up with for themselves were simply to make your bed in the morning. Another one I thought was great was meditating for just 3 minutes. Right? All too often we try and say, okay, I'm going to adopt a 30-minute a day meditation habit at least, right? And then what happens? We fail to meet up with it and the whole thing goes out the window. So what we are employing here is the science of small wins, and the operative word here is small. Small steps every day. So 3 minutes of meditation was another great one. Going for a 1-minute walk I thought was good. We had some about creativity, trying something new or writing a little bit each day in a creative way. Mine is to do a video each day. So I like to think of all of these basically as opening up a new range of motion, opening up a new possibility. Of course, it's not the single act that's going to ultimately get us where we want to be, but that's not the point. The point is that any place that we're trying to get to, whether in our health or our lives, forming a new habit or accomplishing some goal, it is a series of small steps that makes it possible for us to get there. So my challenge for myself was to make a short video every day, whether this is going to be something for YouTube, for inside the community, for social media, I don't know, or maybe just for myself. But the reason for me doing this is to open up a new range of motion, to create this clear or more clear pathway of communication so that I can more effectively and freely answer your questions and help people in any way that you need, that you may need help. So I think of all of these habits really like stretching. Imagine if you slept on your shoulder and it's a little bit stiff. The first thing you want to do is create some little joint rotations, create a little bit of motion there. And the more movements, the more times you go through this motion of a rotation, the broader that range of motion becomes. Until before you know it, we have this big expansive range at our disposal and we're now free to go there. So as previously, if I reached for something on a high shelf and my shoulder was feeling really stiff, I might feel some restriction, right? A lot of resistance. I might even think twice about going for that glass on the high shelf. But once the stretches have been done, once I've been warmed up, now I'm free, right? I'm free to reach here or there or anywhere I need. And such is the reason for doing something like this. So if you want to join us, whether you're part of the community or not, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can leave a comment below. What is one thing that you can commit to for the next 28 days, such that by doing it, it will give you that consistent sense of momentum? If you do want to join us in the community, gain some support and participate along, you can certainly do so. I'll leave the link below in the description. That's re-origin.com. And I will look forward to seeing you in the challenge.